How much do you know about the finances? Because we've spoken with some people who like know it explicitly, and other people who say
Bobby says he hasn't checked his bank account in years.
So I check my bank account a few times, every few months, like a month, every other month maybe. I'm like looking at it and being like, okay, I got this much money, or did this ad get paid? You know, most of the time I just ask my mom, like, did they pay? Yes or no? I know that I pay myself as an employee. I do that thing. I pay quarterly taxes just because it's easier to keep up with. I have a CPA that does like full, like they look through all my, you know, expenses and are writing a bunch of stuff off. We have like direct deposit with paying employees. I mean, I don't, that's like as far as I have a stock portfolio that I have like an advisor who we've done really well with.
Okay.
And I have a lot of like pretty safe stocks, but I have a lot of money in stocks just for like long game, a lot of municipal bonds.
You have index funds?
I probably do, but I just don't know what I have, like truthfully.
Do you have any interest in learning what you have?
I've started to have interest to where like now I'm on the calls, but before it was just like my dad and the advisor and my mom being like, this sounds like it's positive, let's do it. And we've seen positive gain on everything. It's just been like the municipal bonds have been pretty
Those are awful. I don't know why you have municipal.
Really?
Bonds. Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah. Oh God.
What are they paying? Like 5?
It depends on what the bond is.
I think it's just because it's like kind of guaranteed.
It is, and it's also
just,
isn't it
but you don't.
tax-free,
But you
too?
don't need it. It seems like with your lifestyle and what you're making, it's just like that is
You're
just
young. So
it's just extra. I know
it's safe.
Yeah,
but like,
because the way I am, I'm
25,
like
you
I have so much cash flow
Yeah.
that I'm a very like I do everything for profit. Not like everything in life, but like money wise, like I profit on everything. If I don't profit, maybe it's a video here and there that just like the garbage man, like I broke even, whatever.
Yeah, sure.
But like so many people will have a structure of like, oh, I'm gonna pour everything into it, and I'm like, what do we do this for? You do this for self-fulfillment, make money, and you know, entertain people. Like, so if I'm doing those 3 things, like awesome. If I'm not, if one of those 3 things is wrong, like then yeah, then there's a problem to my business. I have very good deals with my sponsors, like long term. I feel like I'm very good at negotiating. I don't have a management. I don't have an agent. I have like agents that will come to me and take a % of a deal they found. You know, they're like, hey, Ice Coffee Hour has a podcast they want to promote for 20 grand or whatever the hell it is. And it's like, oh, sure, like whatever we do, and they take 10%. But I have everyone under the sun wants to manage me and stuff, but like. I just do it myself, you know, and it's like all my long-term deals I did myself. I was on the phone. I called the company. I pitched myself. I told them everything I could do. You know, I bring in money from my sponsors, YouTube, workout programs. What the fuck else?
In terms of percentages, how would you allocate it?
It used to be very AdSense. It still is, but it's not. It used to be like 60%. To 70%. Now AdSense is like 40, because my deals that I get are really good, like Gorilla Mind and Gymshark. So shout out you guys, you keep the company going. We love you. But like, you know, that's why fitness is great, because I can have a clothing company sponsor and I can have a supplement sponsor, and you know, it's like guaranteed 12 months. I have a 2-year deal with Gorilla, and it's like an amazing deal. Yeah, I keep my team small because I'm not a manager. I'm a YouTuber. I'm an entertainer. I'm a strategist. I'm a thumbnail conceptor. I'm a scripter, a writer, bodybuilder, fitness connoisseur, and a handsome man. But like, I'll hire within those things, like if I really want to take things off my plate. But pre-production, I don't really like doing. I don't want to have to like communicate to 25 people to show up to a shoot. It's very stressful. I've done it before. What else? Finances. I don't dive too deep in like all that. Like if I don't really play with my money. Like we just do safe stuff, because I'm just not trying to. I would do more things that can like, you know, make a much more % than a municipal bond, let's say, if I was involved in it more, or if I was like, I know what I'm doing, so I'm going to do this. But right now it's like, I'm basically like, hey, let's just at least do something so there's no depreciating assets, like, or no depreciating money, and like we're at least earning, you know, let's not waste money by letting it sit here. So there's something happening. I think I'll get more involved in it probably when YouTube slows down.
Yeah.
If I ever need to, though, because that's the thing that like, my business flourishes when my full focus is just on YouTube. Make the best videos, pick the best ideas, and everything goes up. That's just like the formula for me. AdSense goes up, views go up, engagement goes up. Everything will be better if I focus on this, because that's my best role and that's what my skill is. Now, if I start bringing in, I have an editor. I forgot to. Sure. Yeah, I have an editor and an assistant editor. So we have 3 people, 4 if you count my mom, 5 if you count a cameraman, like if you're counting them. But I'm looking to build another team of editors. My video is getting really hard to make. Like, I've realized this.
It's like a little documentary.
Yeah, it's getting really hard. Like this is my first time. I missed an upload today for the first time in my life. So it's not a big deal. Yeah. Like, we have a video where I toured a bunch of celebrity home gyms, and it's like 12 hours of footage. We got someone to cut it to 2, but going from 2 to 30 minutes is still really hard when 2 hours is great.
Yeah.
So the video is getting really intense.
Could you post a 2-hour-long video?
I don't know if I have the balls to do that.
Well,
I would post 45 minutes.
Ryan Trahan did like the Penny series, and every video was like 10 minutes. And then finally at the end, he posted all of them together in the same video. And it
blew up.
Because the average view duration
so high.
I think that there was a bit of a lull where back in the day when like David Dobrik's vlogs and like Logan Paul's vlogs, like the 4-minute to 8-minute to 12-minute maybe.
Podcasts do better now.
But now
people watch on TV.
Yeah, so, now anything over like an hour, 2 hours.
So my goal is to start making like 20 to 40 minute videos. It'll probably be 25 to 30. Let's be real. 40 is fucking hard.
Yeah.
Like, you got to film a lot and the story's got to not suck. So my goal is to make longer videos. If we're going to stay at 2 a month, make them longer so people really can like, sit down and enjoy this like art, this piece of work that we constructed. But if I get up to 3 videos, it'll probably be like 25-minute videos, 20, 25, and get another team of editors, even if they're just part-time, but have another editor, another assistant editor to keep working on stuff, because as stuff gets bigger, like every year it gets bigger, you got to just adapt to it. And I want them to be able to like pour everything into it and not feel rushed, like, cause right now I'm like, hey, we're missing this week, but like we can't miss next week, it's going up, no matter what. So if we can have people like really going crazy as a team on stuff and just make stuff amazing, I think my goal is to do that, hire more editors, making sure I always have 2 shooters on a video. A lot of times I'll do 1, but I feel like I'm starting to miss stuff without 2. And then I think that'll solve a big not problem, but that'll be a big relief, having another team of editors, because that's like the hardest thing, is just getting these videos out. My bandwidth to film, like I can film a lot and I'm fine, but it's like, there's no point when we're not posting enough, Why would I go film 4 more videos if I'm just going to start stacking them?
Yeah.
Like, I just patient.
How has financial success affected your life?
Honestly, it's like relieving, I can kind of do whatever I'd like, like I'm thankful for that. I can order food. I can go on vacation if I have the time or whatever, but I really don't like splurge. Like, the most expensive thing I own I don't own it alone. I own it with Claudia, the house. And then my home gym was like, I think I said this in the video, it was like about $100,000 for the home gym, 80 to 100.
Yeah.
That's like,
it's a good write-off.
Yeah. And like, I'm in this every day, filming every day. It's the best investment. To me, I'm like, would I get a car or will I get this? I drive a fucking Subaru. Like, cars don't really make me happy. I have 1 watch.
What watch do you have?
What is it? Oh, fuck.
You don't know what
Zenith.
watch it is?
Zenith something. Zenith. It's like brown. I'll have to show you. It's
what's crazy? The watch I wear all the time, except for today, Zenith El Primero. But I have a 1969. I have a 2018 for the 50th anniversary of it.
I
2019.
I might have that exact one. I don't know.
I'm gonna say probably not.
Oh, is it a shit ton? Or sorry.
No, it's not. They only made 50.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I don't have that.
Okay.
I don't think.
That's so cool.
But yeah, I went to a store and I was like, I just want to look. I've never bought like crazy shit like that. Like, maybe the biggest thing like a wearable was like $1,000 pair of shoe.
Yeah.
Wasted my money. Fuck that. Never wear them. Never do that again. I wear those cheap shoes. But yeah, I went in and I was like, the guy, first of all, I've tried on a $300,000 watch without knowing. It was totally a sales tactic. He's like, put that out, because I'm looking at it. I have no idea. Look at a Galaxy, bro. And then he's like, yeah, that's $275,000. Like, oh, I was like, get this shit off my wrist. Because like, I'm not responsible here.
Yeah.
And then when I put on something else, which I won't say how much, but it was like drastically lower.
Yeah.
And I was like, this That's nothing, man. That's nothing. So I'll get it because it's like a sales tactic. You put on 300,000, anything below it.
I want to see it.
I'll show it to you after.
Cool.
Yeah, it's a really like class. I'm gonna wear it for my wedding too.
Cool.
But like I grew up like straight up middle class, but my dad literally is an electrician, plumber, woodcutter. Like I'm like the dude's pretty blue collar. So I learned, with that, I feel like I have the values of someone that grew up, you know, not worrying about money, but like very money conscious, you know, very like financially conscious of don't waste your money. You got to grind for your money. You got to work for it. You know, like all of my dad's traits from growing up with nothing, a good chunk of them were passed on to me. And like people always make fun of me because I'll be like, can I get sparkling water? And I thought it was free once. And they were like, dude, that's gonna be like $8.
Oh yeah, I do.
They were like, it's $8. And I was like, fuck that. I don't want it anymore. And they're like, really, dude? Like it's $8. And I'm like, I didn't know it was $8. I thought sparkling water was free. And they're like, bro, it's $8. Like, shut up. And I'm like, cause you know, I can spend $8 on water. Yeah. It's fine. But in my head, my initial thought
adds up.
I don't want that. And I'm like I've heard you, I think you said like you don't buy the expensive coffees or something, make them at home. So it's like, I'm the same way where I'm very frugal with my money. I don't like to spend it. And I feel like that's where I'm separate with other YouTubers where yes, I do spend like $2,000 to $5,000 per video, but I do everything in my power to keep that price as low as possible. Like I barely fly first class. I had a phase where I did it for a little, and then I was like, my mom was booking the tickets, and I was like, wait, mom, how much are these? And she's like, oh, it's like 800. And then I'm like, fuck that. So now my producer books everything. And so she sends me all the prices, and I almost always pick the regular. Unless someone else is paying for it. Then
we do Southwest.
Dude, I majority fly Southwest. I avoid Spirit and Frontier, though. That shit sucks.